Hey friends, welcome back to today's video. We are refinishing my table today and I am so excited. We've been wanting to do this for a few years, but I've kind of been on the edge about it. It's a little bit hard to do something like this because it means painting over a lot of years of love. We've had this for about 8 years and we purchased this when we lived in Turkey. You can see it has some discoloration and it's just seen a lot of love for sure. So today we are going to be using my chalk paint and we're going to give this an updated look for the new house. I'm using the color Pure and I'm using my Annie Sloan Chalk Paint. I love this paint so much. It's a great quality and it works really well on a lot of different surfaces. So I'm just going to open this up and I'm going to pour it inside of my container, and I always add a little bit of water to it to kind of make it a little bit more thinner. And I had a little bit left from a different container, and then I'm going to be using the rest from a brand new one that I just purchased. But I'm just making sure that these brush strokes are in one direction, because with Annie Sloan Chalk Paint or any chalk paint, you will actually see all of the brush strokes that you make. And one of the tips I can give you is when you do paint with this chalk paint, you want to make sure that you don't go over the same spot over and over, because then it'll start to take the paint off in the different areas that you keep going over. So you can always do a second coat, which I definitely did, and actually in some spots to touch up you can even do a third section or third coat in different spots, or a complete coat. But I'm just getting this all done. All I did to prep was just give it a good wipe down and get any kind of caked on food that we might have had on this table for a while. I just got that all cleaned off, and yeah, and it was good to go. You don't have to worry about sanding or anything like that. It's so easy. So this is what one coat looked like on the very top, and I'm going to show you what it looks like when I go over the area that has a little bit more detail here on the leg, and you can see how I paint this. Call me anytime that you need a friend, and call me anytime that you're out of time, and I got you. You got me too. I did want to mention that I really like the paintbrush from Annie Sloan. It's super easy to paint with, and it gets into all the little small crevices that are harder to reach. And you can see here I'm pushing the paint into these small sections. So I did 2 coats of the paint and let that dry, and then I am going to go over the entire table now with a fine grit sand block, so that it all feels kind of smooth. So if you were not to use the sander, it would have a little bit more of a textural feel and it wouldn't be smooth. But since we're using this obviously as our dining room table, I want it to have more of a smooth look. And in the end, I actually will be going over a little bit harder in certain spots to make it look distressed, and I really loved the way that ended up looking as well. So you can see here it gets really dusty, so when you sand, you're gonna have a lot of little dust everywhere. Leather jacket, though, is too cold. Saw your face in the crowd, and I think without eyes, her just perfect, yeah, she's beautiful. Never thought you'd be here, it took me by surprise when I met you in the doorway. I had a friend of a friend, never thought I would see you this soon, but hope she really loves you, 'cause I swear
I'll do it all over again. At your place or a spring break, a heartache, I'll do it all over again. Do it all over
This is the wax brush from Annie Sloan that I'll be using today with my clear wax. This is what her wax looks like. It almost looks like a Crisco, and it's also like the consistency kind of Crisco, if you guys know what that is. So I'm just taking the brush and dipping it inside of the wax and applying it to the table. You'll see where you've applied it because it'll look a little bit more on the shiny side, and you just want to make sure it's really rubbed into the table. And yeah, it's pretty simple, straightforward.
To settle down, day nights and late nights don't get around, but there's something about you I like, about you I like.
So you'll notice that throughout this video I have a few outfit changes, and that's just because it took me a few days to do, and also the lighting wasn't that great. It had been really rainy that week, and like this was probably like 11 something in the morning, but yeah, it was just really dark. If y'all are enjoying this video, I would appreciate a like, and yeah, feel free to subscribe to my channel. I would appreciate you guys being a part of my YouTube family. If you guys like seeing more videos like this, let me know.
One of us, gotta say the obvious. Nobody loves me better. Nobody loves me better. Nobody loves me better. Guess I'm just too scared to settle down. There'd be many nights I got too high and almost left town. But there's something about you. Something about you I like, about you I like. I get too drunk and too scared and lie to you. If only you knew I would die for you. One of us, gotta say the obvious. Nobody loves me better. Nobody loves me better. Too drunk and too scared and lie to you. If only you knew I would die for you. One of us, gotta say the obvious. Nobody loves me better, yeah. I get too drunk and too scared and lie to you. If only you knew I would die for you. One of us, gotta say the obvious. Nobody loves me better. Nobody loves me better.
a million people in the
I got this buffing brush off Amazon, and I'm going to use this to go over the entire table and just buff out that wax. I let my table sit for about 24 hours with the wax on it, and I'm just going to be buffing it out.
care about love. I don't really care about happy ever afters. Something about you gives me hope. Something about you, yeah. When the sun goes down and the night sky's falling, do you believe in one-time lovers?
So here is the final look after I finished buffing the entire table. I just love it so much. It definitely has more of the coastal look that I was going for. You could even call it French country, however you want to define it, but I just love the way that it looks with the distressing. It was just perfect. I'm so glad I finally tackled this project. I hope that this video inspires you to do a project of your own, or encourages you if you've been wanting to do it and you just didn't really know how to do it. If you like this video, go hit that like button. I would love for you to subscribe to my channel, and I hope that you guys come back and watch more videos like this. Thanks so much, and I hope y'all have a great week. Bye.
Was down in the night, skies falling. Do you believe in one time?